Hey y'all, it's Joanna here, the owner and creator behind Joanna's DIY Life. And yeah, I do all this and then some, so you never know what you're going to see. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload a video. Now, this video is all about crafting our hoard with me and my good friend Tosha at Sunflower Tosha. Y'all make sure that you check her out. And all of the people participating down in the playlist, I will leave the links down below so you don't miss any inspiration. You never know what they're going to be crafting if it's coming out of your hoard, trust me, because I know what I got, and I kind of know what Tosha has and some others that's in here. But yeah, so make sure you watch and subscribe to their channels and support them. Now let's get started. So for the first one, I've only got two, and it's going to be quick. But I've got this, and of course it is from Hobby Lobby at the His and Hers. I bought it, and I got it for 40% off or whatever the sale was. And then I've got some stickers and some hodgepodge mess I've got in my stash. Make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, y'all. Okay, I saved the tags. You seen me put them up there. And that's because I use those for tags. I redo tags for tags. But anyway, I've got this little bundle of petite pink roses from Hobby Lobby. And I absolutely love them. And I have a hodgepodge of stuff down here. I didn't know how, y'all, you can, that burnt my finger. You can heat these and you can twist them around. But I had to end up gluing them to tack them the right way, just so you know. Or cutting them off right there. I forgot to cut them off. Y'all, I'm so crazy. But anyway, just cut them off and twist them around and glue them down. Or poke them back in. I was trying not to glue anything in here. Not that I'm going to change it or anything. But I'm going to hang this in my bathroom, actually. Or maybe in my... I don't know. I love shabby chic everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, this is just a... You can have this up all year. This ain't a Valentine's DIY necessarily. I mean, you could do it for Valentine's if you want to, but I don't know anybody that decorates for Valentine's. Do you? I don't. But anyway, like I was saying before, that it came back to my brain, I have a hodgepodge of stuff down there, and I do make a tag, and I'll show you the tag, but I'm not going to put it on here because it didn't look right to me. To me, you know, you tell me, but the more simple this was, the better it looked. And that's just how I felt about it. But I'm just going to poke these in here and layer my roses. Okay. And then I'm going to add some baby's breath sprigs in there. And y'all, I just do this until my eyes are happy. Okay. I don't know how to do florals. I'm not that. I just don't. I do what I like. And that's me. You know, I do know there's a rule of 3. Somewhere around in there. But, well, I'm doing good. I got 6. That's 3 and 3. That's 6. But I add another one somewhere down there. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it until it makes me happy. So I'm going to keep poking and decorating. And I'll show you in a second what it looks like. Okay? What was I pointing at? I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. But I flicked it. So here I'm adding the baby's breath. This come from the Dollar Tree. I guess it's baby's breath. I don't know what it is. It's little foam balls glued on stems, but they're fillers, and it adds a little something to them, okay? So I'm going to add them in here and there and yonder. Holy socks, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Okay, so I'm going to use this tag. I'm just going to show you how I do tags, okay, in case you want to. But I'm going to paint this tag because the His and Hers is dark, and I'm not covering it with any paper. You can recover it with paper, whatever you want to do, but I painted it, okay? And now I'm going to take a piece of, what is that stuff called? Muslin? Yeah, light colored muslin. It's not real thick, and I'm just going to snip and rip because I like the ragged edge look. Ragged edged. You get to going, and you just keep it going. But anyway, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to use my glue stick, all right? This is a Lean's glue stick, and I'm just going to tack it in the middle. Is all I'm going to do until I get it to the sewing machine. And I'm going to stitch around this edging here. So, well, just around the fabric. That's it. So then it looks like this. Can you see that? No, the back looks like garbage, but anyway, there's stitches on there. And then I'm going to take my vintage photo, which this is one reason why I didn't use it, because none of the rest of the wreath is vintage. Okay, so I didn't want to add this vintage tag. I love everything vintage, but I didn't want to dirty up those little pretty bright pink flowers. You know, we're in winter right here. We've been getting ice. We had an ice storm. Thankfully, our electric didn't go out. We are blessed. I feel bad for those that did. I don't know how they're surviving as cold as it is, but you know, Tennessee, we get it sometimes. We don't expect it, but we get it sometimes. But anyway, so that's what's been going on. So a little pop of color and pink and springy is just absolutely wonderful right now. But anyway, y'all know you recognize these from Dollar Tree. I put my heart on there. Now I'm trying to figure out what key I want to go on there. I don't know which one I did. I think I did that one. But anyways, I just put hot glue on and stuck them down. Later, I pull them up a little bit. They're coming up, so I used fabric tack and that held them down. But anyway, I'm just going to put these on there. And I'm not going to add anything else. I'm not going to use it. But I am going to take this, what is this? Rose gold. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to just take my finger and I'm going to lightly rub that rose gold. This is just like rub and buff. It's wax. And like gilding wax or whatever. And I'm going to rub it on there. And I'll show you what they look like if it'll focus. I have focus issues. See? Focus issues. I'll get it in a minute. Maybe. Nope. Don't. You see it down there? Sorry, y'all. Sorry. But anyway, it's beautiful. It is beautiful, but I don't use it. Okay, now I'm going to take this chiffon ribbon. It's by the Paper Studio. Okay, it's not with the ribbon. It's with the stickers and stuff, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's at Hobby Lobby, I know that. And I've wanted this forever. It might be in the ribbon. I'm not sure. I can just tell you it's at Hobby Lobby because I don't remember where I picked it up. But I want a little bow, and I don't know if I want it there or down there. I was going to make a big elaborate bow, but I want the roses to be the focal point. And yeah, so this is how I'm going to make a bow. I want it little. Now this is floppy because it's chiffon ribbon. Okay. I'm just going to cut this off right here. I'm not worried about no angles or anything like that right now. I'm just cutting it off. And then I am going to take a needle with some dental floss. That's what I use. You can use thread, thicker thread. Embroidery thread is better. And I'm just going to go and zigzag in the middle and twirl it around. And I'm going to make a little dainty bow right here. Now it is floppy. So what I done was I took it in there and gave it a coat of hairspray and blow dried it. Gave it another coat of hairspray and blow dried it. And gave it another coat of hairspray and blow dried it. And it took some time because you couldn't like slap it on there. You'd smash your bow. So I had to go lightly with the air and all that. But anyway, that's how I stiffened my bow a little bit. So now I'm going to get some better, longer scissors. And I'm just going to... I'm not dovetailing. I'm just cutting at an angle. I think they call it like a sailor's bow, maybe. I'm not sure. And I'm going to put that right there. Now, I should have put it up and down, the right way. And I try to twist it later. But yeah, it's just, I wasn't thinking. I was just going in the line. So you could put it this way or you could put it up and down. It's up to you. You could have put it in the middle if you wanted to. And this does hang crooked, but I expected that because there's weight on one side and not the other. So yeah, I was going to put that in there and I thought, don't do it. Don't do it, sister. Don't do it. Okay. So I have a gem. I got this from Hobby Lobby a long time ago when I used to do hair bows. And it has prongs on the back, like, I don't know what you call them, paper things. You push them in there and then you pull the things back. I know you know what I'm talking about. If you're a crafter, you know what I'm talking about, or teacher or anything, where you're done with paper. You know, you poke it in your paper hole and then you pull the prongs back. That's what this is. But before I glue that on, because it's metal, I'm going to take a little piece of felt and I'm going to hot glue the felt on the back of that metal piece there. And then I'm going to glue that right in the center of that bow. This is how I had to do the hair bows, because felt is just, I don't want to say magical, but it kind of is, because it puts a barrier there that anything sticks to, and it's wonderful. Okay, it's wonderful. So now I was going to put the tag on, and I'm going to show y'all, you know, what it looks like. That's where I'm trying not to be like, why did you put that sideways, you goofy? Anyway, I fool with it for a minute and about pull it off, and then, yo, I'm like, whatever. Whatever. It's mine. Excuse me. So now that's where I'm telling you I was going to go hairspray it. That tag, look, it doesn't match. You know what I mean? It don't match. So I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to take a piece of this and I'm going to cut a pretty good length, and I'm just going to wrap it in the back because I don't want to cover that. It hangs fine. It does. And then I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to tie a knot in it. And I will show you this in the final reveal. Okay, y'all. I'm kind of cheating on this one, alright? This is one I already did back, I don't know when. But it's really pretty. But I want to try to sell it, and it's been around in a tote, and it got scratched off, and I don't like that one iota. So I'm going to repaint it with white Adirondack chalk paint, okay? And I'm just gonna repaint the outside there and the inside, and then I'm gonna take vintage photo, no, walnut stain. I got to see it for a second. My vintage photo's down there. I'm gonna take walnut stain, and I'm gonna go around the edges. Just gonna just grunge this up a little bit. I don't want it looking so springy. I want it kind of a farmhouse spring, because you know it's got that piece of metal back there, so it's definitely a farmhouse bunny, and then the jute on it, definitely farmhouse bunny. But anyways, all this was one of their, I don't remember if this was a mirror or a sign, but I took it and took it out. It's a picture frame, because there's a picture frame thing in the back. So I took it out and I put my paper, it's a napkin, I decoupaged that on the back by ironing method. And then I put my bunny in the middle and added the hello and the butterfly, and then put the stuff on it. And then I glued jute around the outside. So now I'm just zhuzhing it up a little bit. This is worn lipstick. I'm almost positive. I'm about fed up with the thing, but I'm just going to take worn lipstick, and this is a makeup thingy. And I'm just going to put some on her little nose and her ears. And that's so cutesy. It is so cute. Okay. And then I do have a piece of the jute ribbon around the outside edge of that frame. Just because I just was plain white. And I had, you know, trying to make it country. I'm going to sell this on my whatnot. So I wanted to make it look a little better. So I pulled those things up, and I'm cutting those little beads out of the middle because it doesn't match the flowers down at the bottom, which what I put in there doesn't match the flowers down at the bottom either, but it'll look better than those beads sticking up, okay? And here I'm just pulling the flower up to give it some more dimension. It was pretty flat. And then I'm going to get a tiny brown button from my button stash in here, and put that right in the middle. I'm trying to find the smallest button that I can find. You don't want a real big button. It would have pushed my flower back down. So I'm trying to find a little teeny tiny button in here. And I'm going to glue it in the middle of that right there, like that right there. Not that one, but I find one. Alright, now I'm going to take this jute rope. I buy this at Walmart. It's a little bit thicker. I think I get it where the flowers and wreaths are, but I'm not sure. But I'm almost positive that's where I get it. It's at Walmart, y'all. But anyway, it is so yucky. That's the only thing I could say is just yucky. It's got like big things hanging out of it, and it's real hairy. So watch it. I'm gonna I'm going to catch my fingers on fire. I actually burnt my finger with that one. Maybe it was this one. I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyway, y'all don't have to watch me burn myself. I'm going to go down this. Get it all singed off there. Y'all didn't have to witness all that torment right there. But anyway, I'm going to use my detail glue gun, and I'm going to put a thin line of glue in the... Y'all don't like it when I say it, but it's the crack of the two pieces, okay? And I'm going to smush that up in that part. And I'm pushing it against the... Watch, I'm pushing it against the frame there. And then I use that pink tool, that part that's sticking out, to poke it in the corner. And then it looks like that. And that looks so much better. Okay? Look at my little dirty bunny. I love it. So I put stitches around the word and squiggles around the rabbit, and I didn't film it because I had to have my head down in there to see it. And then I have a pink twine, baker's twine bow, and I got that from the Valentine's section at Hobby Lobby the other day. Okay, and it come in a 3-pack. I forgot what colors is on it, but I love the pink. It was really pretty. Lisa, you got me converted to pink, honey. I love it. Actually, when I was younger, I used to like pastel colors a lot, because I loved Precious Moments at one time, and they're all pastels pretty much. But anyway, yeah. So I put a tail on there. I didn't know where the tail went to the bottom or up there, but I put it up there because I don't know. Did I put it in the wrong spot? Y'all tell me. Did I put it in the wrong spot? That's where I figured the tail would be, on the bootay, but you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to seal this chalk paint in this time with some clear wax from Waverly I get at Walmart. And then, I'm thinking this one will be done. I'm pretty sure this one will be done. Y'all, make sure you check out Tosha and the other ladies that are joining this collab down in my description box. They'll be linked there, the playlists, Tosha, everything. Wonderful creators. Y'all, check them out. Here's my final reveal. Look how cute that is now. Y'all like it better before or now? I like it now. So this is going in my whatnot shop. But there's the little details that I added, you know. And then the little swirlies around the rabbit. Y'all, would you added something in the middle of this rabbit? Like a saying, like... I don't know. But anyways, I didn't. And then there's my beautiful wreath. This has to be my favorite. I love it. Yeah, it's hanging wonky. I expected that. But that's okay. That's okay. I love it. Hey, another thing. You guys are not just my subscribers. You are my friends. And I love each and every one of you. And I appreciate you so, so very much. Make sure you check out Tosha and all of the beautiful, talented creators in the playlist. And until next time, remember, you are a blessing. Goodbye.